Now, every mod on this list makes me feel things, like really intense things. Things that might just put me on a government watch list somewhere. I call them fantasies, but apparently, Uncle Tom calls them red flags. If you're playing on Xbox, be sure to keep an eye out for this toe sucker, as that's an indicator that the mod featured is available on your console. Now go ahead and rub some olive oil on an orangutan's butt crack, and let's get to average baiting, baby! At number 10, we've got Private Military Company by Evie Tittle. This mod adds a new outfit with custom camouflages and gloves to Fallout 4. The outfit can be crafted at the chemistry station under PMC. It includes a fast helmet, PMC outfit, PMC gloves, and a PMC standalone vest, all of which can be customized. Clothing is important. Not only is it pragmatic in certain circumstances, it can also set the vibe. So much so that people will actually get upset if you wear the wrong outfit in certain circumstances. Like when I wear a thong to work. Apparently, that's inappropriate when you teach kindergarten. Who'da thunk it? Apparently the lawyers. Live and learn, that's all I'm saying. But these military duds look absolutely amazing in Fallout 4. I mean, let's just face it, private things are always better than public things. The word private almost always means better. Think about it. Private beaches, private planes, private bathrooms, all better than their public counterpart. Nobody ever comes out of a public bathroom saying, that was the best shit I ever had. No. They come out traumatized saying stuff like, I think I might have AIDS! Point is, Private Military Company adds some wicked duds to the game that are bound to make you look and feel more prepared in the post-apocalypse. They just make an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one dog that got a new hairdo, but's pretty sure everyone hates it. Be honest. What do you think? You hate it, don't you? Yeah, you hate it, I know. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. At number 9, we've got the Krueger pistols by Nier. You know what they say, 2 guns is better than 1. Now, I'm not sure who said that, probably some lunatic, but the point remains clear. Multiple guns make my pussy wet. Soaking wet. This mod adds the Krueger pistols to Fallout 4. You can use them as a singular pistol, or you can dual wield them. The pistols can also be modified and have several paint options to choose from. Now, in order to get these pistols, you're going to need to travel to the Relay Tower OBD-521 on the edge of the glowing sea and track down the source of the SOS signal. The pistols will start out as dual wield, but you can split them at the chemistry bench under Krueger pistols, but do note that any modifications or legendary effects on them will be lost in the conversion. There are also legendary versions of the weapon that can be found, as they have been added to the respective level lists. Now, dual wielding is weird in Fallout 4. It's strange and unusual, and oddly terrifying. It's like if Mickey Mouse and Goofy were debt collectors for the mob. Ho-ho! I don't want to have to do this! Ho-ho! But I will do this! Ho-ho! Because I'm a fucking nutcase! Ho-ho! So get out of the way! Get out of the way right now! Oh, gosh! I rate this mod one monkey getting caught trying to escape the zoo. This isn't what it looks like. At number 8, we've got Half Face Mask by Racer X240. Masks are super important in 2020 thanks to a little thing called COVID-19, or as I like to call it, the reason my wife left me. So we can only assume they might be important in the post-apocalypse as well. I mean, they just give you that little added protection against the super killer known as germs, by keeping other people's boogers out of your mouth. And I mean, protection is important. Think about it. They make seatbelts to protect you against car crashes, toothbrushes to protect you against gingivitis, and fascists to protect you against hurtful jokes. We all know words are the real killers though, aren't they? Functionally innocuous, but emotionally destructive. I once knew a guy that died from being too offended at a joke. As soon as the punchline hit, his fucking head exploded. I was like, oh my god! And then I thought, wait, this isn't Narnia, where fantasies can reach out and fuck you? Turns out, he was just a really big pussy, and maybe words aren't actually harmful at all. So there's that. This mod adds a face mask to the game, with different craftable textures. There are several different texture options to choose from. Now, if you want your very own COVID blocker, you can craft it at the chemistry station. And don't worry, this mask is unisex, so any gender can wear them. That's right. all 792,000 genders will be able to wear this mask. Men, women, and non-specific gender pronouns. It does not matter what your gender is. I rate this mod 1 seal pretending to be a penguin.
Well, you sure don't look like a penguin.
No, I'm one of you guys. At number 7, we've got Ghoul Mask by the Fried Turkey. This mod adds a new apparel item, the Ghoul Mask, to the Commonwealth. This mod comes with a new mini quest on the creation of the mask. Now, to obtain this item, you must kill a ghoul and collect a skin fragment off its corpse. This will start a quest which will walk you through the requirements. Once the mask is obtained and equipped, all feral ghouls will no longer attack you unless you attack them first, or they're already aggravated. Like, you can't kick them in the dick and then leave the room and come back in with a ghoul mask on and everything's gonna be copacetic. They will still be really pissed about you kicking them in the dick. However, without the dick kick, you should be good to go. See, ghoul masks are like the opposite of makeup. You start off looking a certain way and then it makes you look worse, right? Where makeup, you start off looking a certain way and it's a mask that makes you look better, right? Sometimes it makes you look really good. Ever happened to you? You go home with a 10 from the club, and then the next morning you wake up next to Gollum from Lord of the Rings? My reaction's always the same. I just throw a ring into a volcano and they fuck right off after it. My precious! The Ghoul Mask allows you to pretend to be something you're not, at least for a little while. But there's a precarious message here with the Ghoul Mask. I find that pretending to be something you're not always ends badly. People always figure it out and they get really angry. Before you know it, a stewardess is screaming at you, "What do you mean you're not a pilot?" And it's just a matter of time before that happens with the Ghoul Mask as well. The Ghoul Mask is absolutely amazing in the game. It looks fantastic. The way that you acquire it is very lore-friendly, and it makes an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod 1 bird that I'm pretty sure has been following me for days. That's right, I'm on to you. You fuck. At number 6, we've got Tactical Fast Helmet by Death Optimus. Now, I used to wear a helmet for years, then I realized maybe that was the reason people were laughing at me on the bus. See, wearing a helmet is all about circumstance. You wear a helmet on a motorcycle and people think you're a cool person. You wear a helmet at a grocery store, though, and everyone thinks you're brain damaged. See, helmets are super important in dangerous circumstances because they protect your squishy brain and face bits. So you can imagine, this mod is super important because this mod adds a new helmet to the game with 11 swappable parts and 139 skin options. It also includes a patch with 57 skins, night vision thermal, audio headset, counterweight, Hellstar light with 10 colors and 3 modes, flashlight that works, helmet covers with 20 skins, hair liner, goggles with 7 lenses, buff with 22 skins, and balaclavas with 20 skins. This helmet has just got it all, including the necessary protection you're gonna need. So if you want to start protecting that cranium of yours, then do it with this delicious addition to the game, which can be crafted at the chemistry station under OctiFast Helmet. This is just the helmet you need to give you that added protection in the Commonwealth. And I enjoy protection. I mean, the last thing you want is to be balls deep in a sexy orangutan and realize you forgot to wear a condom. Am I right, guys, or am I right? Relax, guys. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I never wear a condom when I fuck sexy orangutans. The Fast Helmet looks incredible in Fallout 4. And let's face it, looks are important. The Fast Helmet is better than other helmets because they look cool at parties. You know why nobody wants to wear a bicycle helmet? It's not because people enjoy skull fractures. No. It's because they look like bicycle helmets, all ridiculous looking and shit. I mean, it's hard to have a serious conversation with a guy wearing a bicycle helmet. That's all I'm saying. So why not bounce around the Commonwealth and have that added protection, but do it in style with a fast helmet? I rate this mod 1 photo of Gerard Butler, scared shitless.
This is spy!
At number 5, we've got Tactical Military Equipment Galactac Redux by Ghost FC3S. This mod adds a redux of the Galactac armor with new models and new textures, based more on current real-world military kits rather than the Fallout lore. This mod includes gloves, backpacks, military vests, uniforms, patches, helmets, and much more. Honestly, there's just so much here, it's hard to list everything. So I guess the only way to see everything is to get out there and catch them all, like they're a bunch of Pokemons. Except, way less depraved than actually collecting Pokemons. I mean, Pokemon seems cruel, doesn't it? They just go around kidnapping wild animals and then force them to fight each other? What if they did that with homeless people? You think kids would still watch that cartoon? Cardboard Houseosaurus! I choose you! Smells like piss a little! I choose you! Then they just beat the fuck out of each other over a bowl of soup. That would be messed up. It's sad if it's human, but it's okay if it's a magical, mythological creature. I don't get it. Tactical military equipment is super important. It protects you when you can't protect yourself. And for someone like me, who's taken a few self-defense seminars, that's really important. See, self-defense training is great and all, but when you're being attacked in real life, it's hard to remember everything when you're crying uncontrollably. All the equipment that's added with this mod looks absolutely fantastic in Fallout 4 and makes an excellent addition to the game. I rate this mod one guy who's really into bananas. Hey, buddy, you mind? You're really freaking out my kids. At number 4, we've got Ballistic Skull Mask by Heroic Pie. Masks always make things more intimidating, don't they? Just think about it. Sharks are super scary, but imagine a shark wearing a hockey mask. I mean, you know that shark's bad news. That's not the kind of shark that just moseys around coral reefs. No, that's the type of shark that pops your inflatable flotation device, then Michael Phelps its way in your general direction, as you splash around like a lunatic, crying and shitting as you frantically try to escape. Yelling stuff like, oh my god, why is this happening? You know, that kind of stuff. Anywho, this mod adds a ballistic mask with a bunch of retextures to Fallout 4. Now, if you want one of your very own, then it can be crafted at the chem station under Heroic Pie and modified at the armor workbench. Let's face it, people, there's a lot of reasons to cover your face in the post-apocalypse. Maybe you want to conceal your identity, or maybe you just want a little added protection on some super soft face tissue. Or maybe your character's fuck ugly, and you don't want people freaking out when you emerge from a musky doorway. Either way, masks are a good idea. And these masks look absolutely fantastic, and they make an excellent addition to anyone's playthrough of Fallout 4. I rate this mod one really confused sea creature.
Hey! Have you guys seen a big blue body of water around here? No? Okay.
At number 3, we've got Cowboy Repeater, aka Winchester Model 1892 by Lucas and Colombo. This mod adds the Cowboy Repeater, aka the Winchester 1892, for those of you eager to John Wayne the fuck out of the Commonwealth. I like lever action weapons. There's just something about conking around into the chamber that makes me feel like a chipmunk with a boner, you know? This mod adds a new rifle to the game, the Cowboy Repeater from Fallout New Vegas, also known as the Winchester Model 92. It comes with custom animations for the reload and the bolt cycle. The Cowboy Repeater also has some lore to solidify it in the Commonwealth. This weapon has made its way to the Commonwealth thanks to an entrepreneur, Old Man El Mundo, and to his friend, a tough guy named Sue. And from my understanding, you do need to be tough if you're a dude and your name is Sue. El Mundo is a retired NCR Ranger who is importing ammunition and ruined rifles from New Vegas to make ends meet. Now, this weapon can be crafted in the chem station, but you can't create the Winchester rifle from scratch. You will actually have to restore a ruined one. Now, to be able to restore it, you'll have to find an issue of the magazine Guns and Bullets. Don't worry though, there's a small quest that will start once your character reaches level 12, and it will guide you to the location of both items. Once completed, you'll have your very own beauty lever action rifle. Honestly guys, if I owned a gun like this, I would just be looking for excuses to use it. It would be absolutely diabolical. I would just leave my windows open at night for no reason, waiting to get burglared, maybe even step it up a notch and leave a kid unattended at a park, covered in pedophile juice. Who knows? Also, just so you're aware, guys, there's also a slight chance of finding a Cowboy Repeater on Raiders or Gunner bosses after level 16, as it has been added to the respective level list. El Mundo will also start selling the ruined version of the rifle after level 21 at his store, which is pretty convenient. There's also a unique version of the gun, the LeLonge Carabine, which was once owned by Corporal Sterling, but it has somehow made its way to the Commonwealth. It can be found near Coastal Cottage following the road up north. I mean, this is the type of weapon that really exceeds your expectations, and that's a good thing. there's just certain things we have expectations about. Like, for instance, people always get upset when they see a baby crying on a plane because the expectation is that the baby is going to somehow ruin their flight. But baby passengers don't upset me at all. See, I would be far more upset if I saw a baby flying the plane. Coming over the PA with that goo-goo gaga language, acting like he's totally qualified, but I'm pretty sure he isn't. Anyways, this is just one of those weapon mods that goes way above and beyond your expectations and is an excellent addition to Fallout 4. I rate this mod one photo of when you're about to take a shit and you feel a little tickle on your taint. You look down and see this. Oh boy, did I pick a day to quit drinking. At number 2, we've got Post-Apocalyptic Homemade Weapons by Eyes H. Keeper. Now this mod adds the ability to make lore-friendly homemade weapons in the game. A pistol, rifle, bolt-action rifle, revolver rifle, and machine gun have all been added. All the weapons can be modified at the weapons workbench. Now if you want to use these weapons in-game, you can manufacture them at the chemistry workstation in the category PA Weapons. To create one of these weapons, you will need a pack of cigarettes, a pencil, yardstick, battered clipboard, a bottle of vodka, a shot glass, duct tape, fertilizer, and some wood. Yeah, that's a lot of useless shit. But useless shit is important when you're trying to put together something completely brand new, apparently. You guys ever try that? You ever try to build something yourself in real life? You know, design some makeshift contraption that MacGyvers some convenience in your day-to-day? It's not that easy. Well, I tried to do it once, and it was nothing like the brochures. Long story short, there was duct tape and Fisher-Price glue everywhere. Also, I may have been too close to the glue because I ended up passing out, and when I woke up, I was in a communal shower covered in another man's tears. It was not a great Thursday night for me. In order to make attachments for these weapons, you will also need to find supplies around the world space. For instance, in order to make an optic, you're going to need a camera. Makes sense, right? Now, despite the fact that homemade weapons can be found, you have the opportunity to get legendary properties for them just by searching mailboxes and trash cans. In there, you'll be able to find magazines called Popular Mechanics. Each issue of this magazine includes a detail that gives a particular weapon a legendary property. These legendary modifications can be then added via the workbench, and you'll have your post-apocalyptic weapons. It's just that easy. Speaking of the post-apocalypse, you guys think when the world ends and mutated war boys are murdering and pillaging a desolate wasteland for simple commodities, that people will still be outraged about a joke they didn't like? You know, sitting there like,
Yeah, honey. I know the cannibals are about to boil us alive, but I still can't help but think Carl's a bad person because he joked about molesting people.
I rate this mod one photo that completely sums up 2020.
I'm the bird.
At number 1, we've got M.W. Kruger by Kinsburn. Now this mod adds one of Modern Warfare's 2019's Legion's operators to Fallout 4. There are 3 sets of outfits and headgear along with some accessories that are included in this pack. The 3 outfits are called the Mad Chemist, Tega, and Allegiance, all of which are the operator Kruger. But who is Kruger, right? Well, Kruger is the chemical reaction you get when you mix homicidal maniac with government-funded shadow initiatives. He's that baby that was held too much or too little and now he hurts people to fill the void that was left by an unhealthy childhood addiction to pulling the wings off of flies. Basically, he's a Freudian wet dream that woke up and started killing people. Now, Kruger always covers his face, mainly because he's trying to conceal his identity from international crime agencies that are seeking him out. Either that or he's fuck ugly. I mean, this is not the kind of guy that combs his nipple hair is all I'm saying, okay? I've met that guy, and he's a fucking mess. He tried to give me a used speed stick for half a lick of my Jolly Rancher. It was at that point I just said, listen, Dad, this needs to stop. I mean, Kruger is an intimidating guy, and an excellent addition to Fallout 4. Now, speaking of intimidating, have you guys ever been so intimidated that you got down on your hands and knees, pointed your ass in the air, and pulled your butt cheeks apart so that other predators knew you weren't a threat? Yeah, me neither. Anyways, there are 3 outfits. The 3 outfits are craftable at the chemistry station under Modern Warfare Armor Kruger. Also, if you're playing on PC, you can use the console commands to acquire these new outfits. These new attires are for male characters only. So sorry, ladies, but you won't be able to get your Kruger on. I rate this mod 1 fish with really bad breath. Oh my god. Did somebody's asshole die in your mouth? Thanks again for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to bitch slap that subscribe button like it's 3 weeks behind on your rent. Bitch! Where's the money, bitch? Where's the money? Where is it? Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon, too, because apparently YouTube thought there should be extra steps. Why not, right?
I'd like to subscribe, but first I have to click this and do this. Oh, it needs an email. All right, and this. Okay, fuck. Just tell me when he's uploading. Fuck!
Once you do all that, if you're lucky, at the stroke of midnight, a tiny little Averagebaters fairy might come and tickle your butthole. I hope to see you all again next time, and remember to keep on average baiting, baby.